How, all these doors are closed. How are they getting any heat whatsoever? It's not rising too much. Hopefully it's okay. We'll cross our fingers. But yeah, we came back from Minmus with this ship design. You guys haven't seen that yet, but it'll be up on the YouTube soon. Huh. And yeah, I'll show you that other ship. The proper moon one. Okay, the temperature is not climbing. It looks like it just sort of hit an edge of something before being able to dissipate throughout the ship. I think we're okay. Should have put a plunger head at the top of the antenna. Oh my god, you're right. It does look like a Dalek. Holy crap. You are so right. Yeah, temperatures are fine. You can preserve your peri-apo if you burn somewhere between radial and retrograde. Ah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yes, you're right, because I'd mostly just be dropping, like, the peri would stay the same, I'd effectively be dropping sort of the apo, which would slow down my orbital speed, but still give me just as much room in the atmosphere. Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, other than when these temperature gauges came up, I was pretty confident that we'd be able to re-enter safely with this design. Blading off our speed, we're below 2,000 meters per second now. We're still not in a super thick part of the atmosphere. Yeah, I'm feeling very okay. One of these might have climbed up a little bit, but I don't think so. Certainly getting nowhere near the red. Now, the worst of the air pressure is going to hit very soon, but we've already bled off half our speed at this point. I'm pretty confident that we're not going to have any heat effects. I mean, our ablator is fine. That's never been the problem. It's like the sort of internal heat dissipation. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Quillatine's burning capsule. It is beautiful. It's in the night. Actually, are we going to land on land? Almost always hit the ocean. I mean, I guess that's what happens when like 2/3 of the ground is ocean. We might make land. It's tough to say. Right now it thinks it will, but we are killing off more of our speed now. We're coming in a little bit more sideways. We would. We might just hit the tip. Just the tip. The flames are starting to dissipate. They're going to just turn into the sort of Mach effects or whatever. And we had tons of time before landing. And yeah, the temperature I don't think ever changed other than that first tick. Real good. Temperature's actually dropping. Yay! Nothing burned up. Alright, we can cancel that. We're just going to wait until our surface speed drops to about 250. See, it's not exactly aerodynamically stable, which is why I did lock it to retrograde. There would have been that wobble. Okay, we're below 250, so we can deploy the chutes, although I'll wait until we're a little bit lower, just to save time. Just in case the computer decides to lag, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save. Around 2K, I'll do the initial deployment, and the parachutes don't fully deploy until you get to 1K. Good thing you're not landing on land. Can you imagine someone's car while landing? Yeah, there's no cars in Kerbin. There's no people. There's lights at night, but there's no cities if you go there. And actually, the lights are only there because of a mod anyway. Capsule's now pointing straight down, which is not actually, like, it's not facing surface retrograde, you see? Like, the capsule is not aerodynamically stable, and it's a little bit, the center of gravity is a bit off. Okay, let's go ahead and deploy for safety. Pull 4 chutes. Should drop us to around, what, 60 meters per second before they fully deploy? Something like that. Let me do one more quick save here because I'm going to go into physics warp, which is always where you can have the Kraken come up and decide to eat you. So far, so good. 1K, fully deployed. Speed is nicely, whoa, very nice and low. Really good. I'm going to turn on the SAS on landing, because one thing I'm concerned about is we're sort of going to land ass first. Actually, I could force it to not, right? If I... No, I can't really get the movement. I was hoping, because what's going to happen is going to land ass first, and the whole thing's going to topple over, and I'm hoping it doesn't topple too far. too fast. So by turning on the SAS, it'll try to fight the toggle and hopefully just make it slower. Okay, we're still on ×4 physics warp. I'm gonna wait until just before touchdown and kill that. And 400 or 40, 30, 20, 10 meters. And now it's gonna topple, hopefully slowly. Oof. All right, we're good. Whew. Can actually material study. Brought one too many. Turn off the SAS. I'll roll over just because it was making me feel very uncomfortable to have the hatch facing down, even though we're not doing an EVA. We'll grab the material study. Not much science, but it's something. Keep data and recover. Boom. Has Quill done any KOS script? We TR Bry, we landed on the moon with the KOS script that I wrote. And actually, the moon landing was perfect. It was the best part of the whole flight. Actually, the takeoff was pretty good. The rendezvous, the encounter of the moon was just gorgeous, super efficient. The landing was amazing. All hands off with just the KOS doing its thing. The takeoff was really good. And then because I guess the one problem with the original liftoff from Kerbal is that I brought the wrong ship. So it didn't have quite the amount of Delta V, so we had a bit of a screwy path home. But hey, we've done it. Let's recover this vessel. Zane Tano with the resub. Thank you very much. And yes, Mace, thank you very much for linking the video where I wrote the script. All right, 471 science recovered, plus all the science we transmitted, because I think when we left we had something like 60 science, so almost 1,000 science from that trip. We have a lot of money, too. Nev has gone up to level 1. Congratulations, Nev. Oh, let's look at the proper ship. I forgot about your sub. Big guy, I missed your sub. Terribly sorry about that. Thank you very much for what? Open. It should be called Lander 1. And let's take a look. It will be different. Yeah, see? Okay. Yeah, all right, 2 things. 1, instead of having 3 layers of the quad core here. Hey, Zombie Roger, thanks for the sub. Instead of having 3 layers of the quad core, some of the wedges being life support, it only has the 2 layers, and it has one of these more simple modules here, which actually has more food and water, so it would have even had more, but it had a couple of bonuses. 1, I think overall this ended up being lighter. I'm not sure. I think so, though. And 2, it actually shortens my ship a bit, which makes it easier to land more stably. But here's the big difference. The ship we just flew, the side modules here, had these 2 fuel tanks. It had the this T200 and the T100. It did not have the extra T100 at the bottom. So this design here has 33% more fuel for the landing and return from the moon. That would be a ton more. That's a lot more Delta V to handle the lunar landing. We would have had 0 problems. Plus, it looks better with that little band in the middle. One of the nice things about it is that with the universal storage mod, with the quad core stuff, you actually can't do symmetry across it because of, I don't know, reasons. But with this, I was able to do symmetry across this thing because in the last ship we flew, the 2 side modules were not exactly symmetrical. I tried to eyeball them so they'd be as close to even as possible, but they weren't necessarily. Whereas this one is mathematically perfectly symmetrical. It's also the center of weight, everything's been moved so the center of weight was lower, and it's got the bigger landing gear. Everything about this would have been easier because it would have been a hell of a lot easier and more consistent to land, and it would have had so much more fuel to come home. This is the ship we were supposed to fly. I suppose I could have unrolled out the ship that was on the launch pad, put it in the storage for a future Midmas mission, and then gone ahead and built this one. But, you know. Quick, add the thing to make it look like a Dalek. Yeah, but I can't. I don't think there's like a plunger attachment I can put on the end of the antenna, which is really too bad. But there we go. So we will be taking this back to the moon. This is just a much, much better design. And it was what we were supposed to do. But hey, we made it anyway. Still get the stupid bottom. Let's go and spend some of our science. Maybe we can get proper fuel lines now. That would be amazing. And Dominique, the boss, you know exactly. You're exactly right. Easy doesn't make for a good story. This was a hell of a lot more awesome than what would have happened before. And I have no regrets about that quick load. Again, we could have just done a rescue mission. Rescue missions, I've totally got that stuff like nailed down at this point. Since we had unlimited food and water. If we didn't have unlimited food and water, then I actually probably would have stuck to it. I probably said, oh well, we've done a thing that would have killed us. But it wasn't going to kill us. It was just going to make us do another mission. But when I saw the option of doing these like crazy ass slingshots, I was like, no, that's what we're doing. So I have to get to high performance fuel systems. We need 550 science for it, which we technically have enough. We do have to unlock the next level of the science center. I'm going to rush to it. Having the external fuel... Oh, wait. We also need to unlock advanced metalworks. We're still going to have enough, though. This is, wow, the 2.75 meter fairing. Okay, yes, we can do that. We just need to upgrade our science center. We have tons of money. It's going to cost 1.7 million. We have 3.1 million, actually 3.2 million. Upgrade that. There we go. And then this is where the construction time mod comes in. It's going to take me 22 days for it to complete that upgrade. I could be doing something else in this time, but I think I'm going to want to let it finish. Now, when I do this, I mean, it doesn't help that it's 22 days, but it does warp so fast that I think more of our satellites are going to get out of whack, but who cares? Let's do it. Vroom! 100 times speed warp. 22 days. Then it'll actually finish the upgrade of the science building. Wow, such fairing. So aerodynamic. Tech tree intensifies. Oh my god. We're going all meme now. Download a mod to add a plunger. That would be so cool. All right. Let's just do a save. I always save like this. I wish it would just automatically sort your saves by save time instead of by name. So I always save my stuff based on the date and time. That way it's nicely sorted in my folder. These buildings do look awesome when they're fully upgraded, don't they? All right, high performance fuel system. Fuel ducts! So we just spent, $1.7 million and all of our science to unlock one part. But it is the single greatest part in the entire Kerbal Space Program, without any doubt. I do have a little bit of science left over. We can get some storage technology, a little miniaturization. I can apparently go straight to these, which seems a little weird. How come I can get this when I don't have that? Advanced electronics. Dynamic albedo of neutrons. Oh, it's a science module. We should probably get that. Different comms. I can probably live without it. Although that's an omnidirectional 50 million meter antenna. Is that far enough to reach the moon omnidirectionally? I think it is. The energy requirements are the same as a dish. Where do you get the first dish? Not here. It's not here. It's here. 90 million. I don't know how far away the moon is. It says something like 16 or 17 million. What about Minmus? Shit, that is a crazy antenna. Let's unlock it anyway. Plus, I like having the retractable panels. If we're going to make some space planes and stuff, we might want that. I don't know about that. What else do we get? Advanced exploration. Oh, we don't have enough points for that. Oh, we don't have enough points for anything on this level. Derp, derp, derp. Here, let me just unlock the storage technology. Some extra containers and service bays and stuff and whatever. It'll lead to some more things. Unless I just save it. Maybe. We probably want to work our way up to a main sale, actually. I'll just save the points for now. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I really hope they improve the save GUI soon. It is strange that they went to version 1 without changing the save GUI. Let's warp to the completion of our high-performance fuel systems, which is where our fuel lines come in. Boom. No active projects. We still have a space bus in storage. The other thing I should do is pre-build a rescue ship. That's not an Omni? Ah, okay. Where was it? Here? It is a dish. Okay. So this, I think, is the dish used to communicate to other planets. Gotcha. We can go ahead and do this. We completed a lot of quests. Oh yeah, let's see what kind of quests we have to offer. But I think I should pre-build a rescue ship. Science from around Minmus. We can do that easily. We have satellite over there. Only one, but you know. Oh yeah, you guys don't know yet. No. Tourist over specific locations. Manned moon orbit. You know what I could have done? Is I bet you I could have grabbed this quest already, because we completed the simple orbit at some point, and I bet you it would have already put this in the queue. Well, let's put it back in there. Yeah, we're not testing that. A couple of satellites for Ike. That might not be an impossibility here. We could send... It doesn't have to be a manned ship, but it could still be a ship that is packed with 2 satellites. We could do all kinds of orbital stuff of Ike, maybe even put down a rover. I'll take it. We got 18 years to do it. We'll keep that around. Orbital station around Kerbal. Yeah, I don't know. Search the moon near sector. Satellite. I don't know. So what else do we have? Oh, we can run this big tourist mission. We got to bring 8 tourists into space. Oh, plant a flag on Minmus. Oh yeah, we already had that. Right, and the surface outpost on Minmus. Orbital thing. The Minmus and Kerbal. This is kind of a wacky one to try to complete, but whatever. What we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We should probably do this tourist mission. This is going to be relatively easy to do, but it might unlock more touristy stuff. So we'll see. We might have to start building a space plane at some point. Let's take a break. Also, what we'll do is we'll pre-build a rescue ship, so that we've always got one in storage. It'll still take a day or whatever to roll out, but at least we don't have to build it in case we do ever have to make a rescue mission for something. That one is good for Moon and Minus because a relatively huge cone angle. Oh, that's good to know too. Thank you very much. All right, so yes, a short break. When we come back, we'll run some other missions, and we'll see what starts to present itself. We do have to start thinking about bases at some point, but I really want to try to make the bases self-sustaining, or something. I don't know. Maybe we could put a station. Like the problem, a station around Kerbal orbit, I don't think really gives us anything. It's neat, and we can practice going up and down. I don't know if we have. I think one of the orbital science things is supposed to give us something we can do sort of continuously to build science. You know, put a bunch of Kerbals in a tin can, orbiting a planet, and have them continuously run science experiments. I think is a thing. Maybe it's contract based. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Catch you in a few minutes.